You're sitting there at the end of the draft. Everyone's already taken their starter. Everyone is now taking their backups. Is there a chance that Baker finishes within the top 20 this year in fantasy? Because if so, there's a lot more interest in these super flex leagues and backup leagues. Like, is he going to be playable in a bye week? I guess that's probably the question we have to ask ourselves.
I think a lot of it comes down to one, is Christian McCaffrey going to stay healthy and going to be giving Baker Mayfield free points as a receiver? We saw this at the end of Drew Brees' career. Drew Brees could not push the ball down the field anymore, but he would get all these free points because he would dump the ball off to Alvin Kamara, and then Kamara would just be ripping off these 40-yard gains and scoring touchdowns. I think that, at one point in Drew Brees' career, like 50% of his passing touchdowns were Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, and those guys were basically just doing all of the work for him. And what we know about fantasy now is quarterbacks who don't run, it's not that they're useless, but it's just like there's no difference, right? There's no difference between Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins for your fantasy team. Maybe Kirk Cousins will be a point and a half, 2 points better per game, but his weekly ceiling is going to be fairly low. And Baker has never been a runner in the NFL. He had 54 rushing attempts for 165 yards in 2020. He's got 5 rushing touchdowns, but you're just maybe a point a game over the course of the season. You're going to get Baker with his legs, and he's not going to magically start doing that. But, if Terrace Marshall, who suffered a concussion last year and just never really developed, he was playing behind Rashard Higgins and some of those veteran guys for them. If Terrace Marshall can develop and kind of give the presence of what the average second round wide receiver is, and if I'm right about DJ Moore, thinking that DJ Moore has been waiting for an explosion to be playing with a good quarterback for the first time in his career, there, as you said, there are real pieces on this offense. Like I think they could be a 10-win team if everything kind of falls perfectly. I think the big question here is I just don't think Matt Rule is a very good coach, and that's a big problem in the modern NFL, to not have a very good coach.